Rachel Ott. I am the founder and creative director of Varga Girl Design. I do web design, print design, graphic design, branding, and my pronouns are she and her. My company was founded in 2001, but I've actually been doing it for years. Many years. I think this is something that was written in the cards from a very early age, because I can recall when people would read stories to me as a very young child, I would be looking at the font and the paper as much as listening to the story, but it wasn't something that I truly understood that was a career path. And it wasn't really until sort of my later years in high school that I decided that would be something that I would really enjoy doing, and kind of kept it under my hat a little bit. I spoke to the guidance counselor. He said, if you can do this, go to Toronto, live and work in Toronto, and go to George Brown. And that's what I did. I guess I'm a little bit of a rare bird, because I went off at the age of 18 to college for something that I'm still doing to this day, and I still love. I'm probably one of the older members of In Creative Co., which I kind of love, and I love the energy of the younger people. But I started off my first year in graphic design at a print company, and we had just gotten our first Mac. Macs were so new on the scene, and in a weird way, it was great because I was sort of learning simultaneously traditional kind of printing and paste up and desktop publishing, which I just took to like a house on fire. And then over the years, things continued to change. So literally the industry standard at the time was Quark. We used Quark. And for many years, there was no InDesign. Adobe didn't have that. They had a PageMaker app that was not very popular. And so, over the years, I've had to embrace different kinds of software. I've had to embrace different ways of building websites, from the early days of creating everything in HTML to now we're really, you have to embrace more sort of Squarespace, WordPress, those kind of things to, unless the client has an immense budget. And sort of the challenge has been to keep on top of those things, because, human nature is to get comfortable and not want to learn new things. But when people reach out to me and they say, can you do a website in Kajabi? Maybe I'd never done one before. I just say, of course I can. And then I make a point of working really hard to learn it and be as good as possible, so that the client never knows that it was my first Kajabi website. I think that's how you have to approach this industry anyway. You just have to say yes, and then you figure it out, and hopefully you're good at figuring it out.